bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by I'm moving the bricks. Talk about now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to look at this week. Let's start in Minneapolis. The Vikings at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's Caleb Williams just picking apart the defense, one of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Bears pull off yet another upset. They are now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's the former first-round pick, Quentin Johnston. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 56 yards, touchdown. The Chargers are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Packers. And it's A.J. Brown playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. Chalk it up as a 67-yard touchdown. And with that, the divisional round is complete. We're down to 4. Next Sunday night, we will know the Super Bowl matchup. Until then, Scott Hansen saying goodnight from Orlando. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that could have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And fights through one man. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Williams. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, Williams. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he stopped immediately there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking to throw is Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go. Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 10 yards out. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing again here, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Williams. And again back to Kmet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days,
Williams loses the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 36 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Very good.
Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Hey, Silver.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Across the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw once more, here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jordan Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Great. Set.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, 73 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To the air, Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Williams going to look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air once more. Williams. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Williams. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Breaks the tackle down the alley, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go Silver, ready? Go touch.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Will Shipley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second in a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
38. Eagles 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like... And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Shot. Let go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's another Eagles first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Eagles 31. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance. Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team... And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Romadunze. 37 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Eagles, 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Saquon Barkley running right. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Lance wants to change him up. First down, and they go with Swift again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch. And normally, he's a sure-handed target.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got it to the 43 here.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
from the 43. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go, set. I know you want it.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Now you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's first down. Back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now they'll audible to something else. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
First down, Chicago.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Back to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
What is up? Vegas, push! Yeah. Vegas, punch first!
To throw once more, here's Williams. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready? Let's go.
Powers through. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT.
Gets through, and now an opening. Still on his feet. Jahan Dotson. And this is a touchdown. Well, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles 55, Bears 48. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partly to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
And that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down. Here's Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So CD in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.